Excuse me, but you cannot come in here, sir. Where's security?
At ease, Doctor. They have authorization to be here. Welcome. I am General George Hammond. This is Dr. Janet Fraser.
Hello. Sir, are they Air Force?
No, they're not, Doctor. But they've been thoroughly briefed, and they have authorization to be here.
Yes, sir, but shouldn't I give them a standard medical for clearance?
That won't be necessary, Doctor. They're only going to view one computer file and then be on their way.
Sir, with all due respect, you're going to let them have access to our classified files?
At ease, Doctor. They know this is highly sensitive material. And if I catch them viewing an unapproved file, I'll have them transferred to a Gould-controlled world without a return ticket.
Yes, sir, if you say so.
There. Now you're all set up. I'll check on your status in a few minutes.
Sir, are you sure you don't want me to monitor this procedure?
Let it rest, Doctor.
A man by the name of John Symes approached me. He was working for MGM. I had worked with John over at Paramount during the MacGyver days, and John just called me and said, "I want you to do this project." And I said, "Well, what is it?" And he said they had, MGM had purchased the rights to the Stargate franchise, and that they were developing a series, and that he wanted me to be a part of it.
Colonel Jack O'Neill?
Retired.
I'm Major Samuels. I'm under orders to bring you to see General Hammond, sir.
Never heard of him.
He replaced General West. He says it's important. Has to do with the Stargate.
I told him that, well, you know, if we're going to try and get Rick involved, then he's going to have a lot more leeway with the character. Because I couldn't really picture Rick playing Kurt Russell's O'Neill.
In the feature film, Jack O'Neill, who was suicidal in the feature film, and the reason he was suicidal is because his son accidentally killed himself with his own gun. So what we've done is we've covered the fact that the Jack O'Neill character has had that experience. It's a dark part of his past. It actually helps define why he is kind of a funny, happy-go-lucky guy all the time. He doesn't really want to go to that dark place where he was when we first met him.
They had to be receptive to whatever input, character-wise, that I could bring, because as portrayed by Mr. Russell, it was a little more stoic than I think I could endure over a long period of time.
Where's the fanfare, General?
We did kind of save the planet, sir.
Again. It should not get old, General.
Job well done.
Thank you, sir. It was nothing.
I had to make sure that they were willing to put up with, well, in this case, endure my sense of humor.
Go!
And somehow infiltrate it into the character subtly or with a sledgehammer.
If we don't find a way out of this soon, I'm gonna lose it. It means go crazy. Nuts. Insane. Bonzo. No longer in possession of one's faculties. 3 fries short of a happy meal. Wackos!
O'Neill's demons we brought from the movie to the first parts of the first season of our show. And that had to do with his son and some emotional baggage that he was bringing along with his son having killed himself. Cold Lazarus actually dealt with that and confronted the problems that he had with those memories. From that point on, I've just had fun being, doing a gradual growth process.
Your deepest pain was not the physical injury I had caused. Your pain comes from an empty place in your heart where Charlie once was. Charlie's gone. No. He's in here. Charlie.
Just as being part of a character and trying to be credible and still stretch it and make sure that there is again that sense of lightness or humor. I put a little bit of irreverence in the character of O'Neill.
The gradual degeneration.
It's a lot more fun to play, and I think it's a lot more fun for an audience to watch. It makes it a little more credible and humanizes the character a little more.
Guys, you getting this? Because this is important.
I believe it was our first season. I got to endure the rigors of a 4.5, 5-hour makeup job to age from whatever O'Neill was to 100 years old in stages. That was a phenomenal experience as an actor because I'd never been able to really hide behind a mask, a mask that just almost made me indistinguishable. That as an actor, it sort of got my attention.
Tell me, will you live the rest of your days without making love?
Oh, God, I hope not. No, we'd probably just pass out.
If you ever want an actor to show up on time, know his lines, and not screw around, make him an executive producer. He'll show up. Make him responsible to the budget.
Just so you know, this is a completely staged impromptu meeting. They're rehearsing their ad-libs. They look serious.
I do have to walk the line a little bit because I do know what we need to get filmically to be able to edit and to tell the story.
Special effects on video. Look.
So I'm having to rein in a little bit.
He's so great to work with because you know that all your beats are going to get hit, and you know that he's going to bring more to the show. He'll take a scene and it'll always be better than you envisioned.
Hey! What the hell do you think you're doing? Same thing you do, only better. What does that mean?
Better? It means better, stronger, faster. Oh, you little
Sirs! As much as I'd like to see how this plays out, don't we have something more important to do?
You feel lucky that you have someone like Rick and people who we've been able to both cast and hire that raise the bar qualitatively from the page to the screen.
Remember hearing that you have to dumb down material to meet the audience, to meet the mainstay of the audience, which I thought was one of the more offensive things I'd ever heard about reflection about mankind in general.
Almost there, sir. This time of year, the direct line between P2X555 and the Earth takes us within 70,000 miles of the sun. I have to update the computer's drift calculation to include gravitational space-time warping.
We know that. Let's go.
That's ludicrous. I mean, give us all some, the benefit of the doubt, if nothing else, but certainly give us some credit for being intelligent beings.
Could this beam you mentioned be a means to access the gate's subspace field in order to create some kind of time inversion outside of subspace?
I knew you were going to say that.
There is intelligence and humor. There's, bring it up and maybe, sow the seeds of a grander idea by thinking or speaking in a more lofty way or about more loftier ideas. Don't, dumb it down so a cow could understand it. That's not me.
Riders!
Sir, hi.
What are you doing?
I'm getting ready to do a detailed analysis of the decay rate of naquita within the reactor.
Ah! I'm on vacation.
Yes, sir.
I learned a lot from Rick. He has a saying, we'll be talking about something in a meeting, and and I remember the first time he said, I don't remember what we were talking about, but the first time he said it, he says, LTS.
Life's too short. If it's not fun, it's not worth doing anymore. Write that down somewhere.
His philosophy basically is he's not going to do it if it's going to be a painful thing. He wants the set to be a pleasurable place. He wants everybody to be comfortable and happy, and if everything's going to be miserable, let's not do it, is his attitude. And I think that's a great attitude. I love that.
He's just a genuine guy, There's no ego about him. There's no bravado, and there's so much opportunity for there to be that.
I suppose you expect my male bravado to kick in right about now.
I've read your file.
No mention of bravado, eh?
He's got this goofy sense of humor. Sometimes he's like an 8-year-old.
Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise.
I enjoy the look on Rick's face anytime there's going to be a lot of explosions or anytime there's going to be a lot of gunfire. He turns into this 14-year-old.
Jack of the Windy City.
Sometimes he's like a 16-year-old.
Afternoon, ma'am. I'm Mr. Starsky. This is Hutch.
I've never seen him really get beyond 18.
I'll be honest with you, Bob. My name's not Kirk. It's Skywalker. Luke Skywalker.
This is, a little aside here, but I saw him for the first time this season. We'd been away on a hiatus for 3 months, and I was coming around the parking lot, and I saw him, and I forgot how damn handsome he is. And I was disarmed for a moment, which surprised me after 4 years that I could turn a corner and go, oh yeah, I work with him. Lucky me. Colonel. Have a good time.
Land of sky blue waters, loofahs. Yeah, sure, you betcha, snookums. I like the family, and I like the, if things are well oiled as they are around here, then it's a joy to come to work, and it's a great venue to tell good stories.
Time's up. Hope you were able to get what you needed.
Sir, please let me give them a thorough evaluation. We don't want any sensitive material going off base.
I'll take full responsibility, Doctor. Thanks for visiting the SGC.
I know that's not a lunch bag.
Doctor.